General Laforge to see Citizen Robespierre. He's expecting me.
Certainly, General. Laforge to see you, Citizen. May I come in?
So, where is he? Where's the Pimpernel?
I'm afraid our attempts to capture him have ended in failure.
Despite your impeccable intelligence, I'm not noted for my sense of humor, General Laforge. Indeed, the only person laughing now is the Pimpernel, and he laughs in my face. Would you be so kind? Tell me, these are interesting, are they not? They were found on the body of a Dutchman who made the mistake of traveling without a permit. Quite original, don't you think?
I didn't know the Dutch had the capacity for originality.
Indeed. Have you tasted what they endearingly refer to as cheese? Quite inedible. But this, potentially the greatest benefit to the revolution since the invention of the guillotine, a device to create an explosion out of all proportion to its size. Unfortunately, this seems to be pure theory, General Laforge.
Then what do you require of me?
Find someone who can make it work. Someone who understands science. And do it quickly, before the Dutch realize how original they have been.
Why? What have I done wrong? The candle, it should... Wait.
There's no mistake. Perhaps it takes a while to react.
No. Oxygen. It has to be oxygen.
Antoine.
There, now you see, we've done it.
Oxidation.
And combustion. I couldn't do any of this without you.
Nonsense. You know that's not true.
Antoine Picard!
Wait.
Break down the door.
It's the guard.
What have we done?
Who knows? There is no reason anymore. Take these and go.
Go! Antoine, I can't leave you.
You must. I can delay them. My work is more valuable than me. Don't let them out of your sight.
Well, come with me.
Faith, Francoise. I will not hide. What can we do to a man of science?
Well, you said yourself there is no reason.
Hurry, use the back stairs.
Please, I can't bear to think what might happen.
Then don't. Everything I've lived for is in your hands. Hurry, Francois. Go! You are looking for me.
Your property is now confiscated by the state. Take him away.
Watch out for the glazing this time, Percy. Extraordinary. Well bowled, sir.
Hi, thank you. Sir Percy Blakeney's a prized wicket in any circumstances.
Did you see that, Marguerite? Something quite unique. The ball spun completely the wrong way.
No, it spun the right way. You played the wrong way. Folly of the batter, what?
Sir, I bowed before your art. Where did you learn such a piece of sheer beauty?
Hours of practice, bowling an orange onto a billiard table.
Not a moment of it wasted. You must show me how.
Well, it's all in the action of the wrist, you see.
It's ingenious. May I?
I fear more practice is required.
What is it, Fisher? Can't you see we're engaged in matters of immense import?
The painter fellow, sir.
Painter? What painter?
The painter, sir. He is here.
Ah, yes, the painter. Excellent. William, the finer points of wrist and grip will have to wait. There's a time in a man's life when one simply has to contribute to the world of art.
Percy, you're not going to inflict your portrait on future generations of the Blakeneys, are you?
Certainly not. There are enough rogues in the gallery without adding my fizzle to the list.
Then what are you having painted?
The house and grounds. Nope. The future is in the great panorama that is landscape.
Oh, Lord, not some biblical evocation with a cow in it.
No, Weatherby. I'm looking for a work of art that reflects my personality. Light, colour, and a touch of joie de vivre.
Where did you find this fellow? At the Royal Academy?
At the theatre. He paints the scenery.
Wilson?
Oh, yes. Sir William Weatherby, may I introduce Mr. Joseph Mallard William Turner?
You do.
Not so bad, sir. Despite being bounced around the top of coach and four since Charing Cross.
And how was Covent Garden this morning when you left it? Full of vibrance and colour, no doubt?
No, sir. Foggy's a dead man's pallor and twice the smell.
Excellent. You're a man of wit and spirit, Mr. Turner.
You say so, sir?
Oh, I do. And you're just the ticket. When can you start?
Come. Poor Marat, murdered by a fanatic, and now only likely to be remembered for David's excellent flesh tones. Cold, dead, and yet immortal. Thank you for coming, Citizen Picard.
Did I have a choice?
No. But some people have been known to avoid an audience with me by taking their own lives. We're very grateful for you not choosing that option. The world of science is one that eludes me, Citizen Picard. Nevertheless, your achievements and discoveries have not gone without notice. Your study into the circulation of blood around the body has been particularly useful to the Republic. We're very proud of you.
And you repay this pride by having me arrested?
No, I repay your treason.
I am a scientist.
Unfortunately, that is only half of the equation. You were you not, a collector of taxes for the king?
That was a legitimate occupation.
Please leave questions of legitimacy to me.
Any money I raised was quite properly used to fund the advancement of science. It's all accounted for.
Nevertheless, a tax collector would make a very popular execution, don't you think, General Laforge?
Very popular indeed.
However, perhaps we might avoid the bloodlust of the crowd. I understand your latest discoveries concern the chemical reactions involved in combustion? We see tremendous benefits in developing your theories. Even with my most elementary scientific knowledge, I believe I would be correct in suggesting that if we were, for example, to develop a highly potent and rapid explosion containing it within a metal casing, such as this, would result in an unparalleled multiplication of the force of such an explosion.
You want me to make a bomb?
No, not just any bomb.
This was not the purpose of my research.
Don't be so modest. It was you who provided the breakthrough.
This is an evil obscenity.
It is a necessary instrument of war. France's enemies not only surround us, but live amongst us. I see this as a way to exercise some influence over them.
You'd use it on your own people.
Make it work, Citizen Picard, and I will spare your life.
I'd rather die.
As you wish.
Why didn't we just make our escape and have an enjoyable afternoon down at the club?
Because most of the Carlton will be here. This is the most influential gathering society has seen for years. Cavendish has been very specific about who he's invited.
Oh, Lord, Henry Cavendish, richest of the learned and most learned of the rich.
He's also the most eminent scientist of the age, Percy. You should broaden your horizons. I am told that we will find this lecture very interesting.
Weatherby, science is so crashingly dull. Just a load of highfalutin chat about the tiniest bit of something that you can't even see. What happens when you heat it up, cool it down, or mash it together with some other poor, unsuspecting bit of nothingness? Now, in my book, that's about as tedious gets.
And to do this, I made some experiments to determine what degree of purity the air should be of in order to be diminished most readily and to the greatest degree. And I found that when good dephlogisticated air was used, the diminution was but small, and that consequently the constituent parts of that fluid are inflammable air and dephlogisticated air, less the portion of the fire released in combustion. water, gentlemen, appears not to be an element at all.
Here, here.
It is both susceptible to decomposition and
What's he droning on about now?
recomposition.
He's
And
something about dephlogisticated air. To tell you the truth, I'm not really sure.
it's made up of particles, has been refined and expanded upon.
Oh, excellent. Maybe
Now,
he'll
10 years
crack
ago,
open the brand
I
and
discovered
cigars,
that
too.
water was a compound, a substance 2 parts hydrogen to 1 part oxygen. And whilst I was coming to that conclusion, over in France, a scientist by the name of Antoine Picard was coming to the very same conclusion. 2 men, 2 countries apart, each believing in the same idea. Now, I have never met Antoine Picard, but as fellow scientists, we are friends, rivals, colleagues, bonded together by a common pursuit of the truth. The truth we seek is the wonder of life, the world in which we live. The truth of how these molecules will react under heat and under pressure. What substances are produced, what energy is released, how violent will that reaction be?
Who's removed these books?
The reaction to the pursuit of truth is violent indeed. Antoine Picard languishes, incarcerated within the walls of a Parisian jail. Jailed for his ability to think free thoughts, confined for challenging accepted wisdoms, denied his liberty for asking the question, why? Gentlemen, the world lies incarcerated with Antoine Picard. Without his mind, without his ingenuity provoking us into deeper thought, we remain stagnant in our pursuit of the truth. The world needs Antoine Picard. And I plead with you before hope ends for us all with the blade of the guillotine, to do everything within your power to set him and the world free.
Told you you'd find it interesting.
Percy Blakeney is doing his bit for the arts. Perhaps the time is right for the Pimpernel to do his bit for science.
Walk on!
Where are your notes, citizen? Get up. I have searched the whole of your house, and where are they?
What notes?
Don't play with me, Picard. I trained as an engineer. I know the methods of science. Each experiment is written up, every step, every detail, each result. Knowing where you have been is as important as knowing where you are going. So where are they?
I don't know. Maybe you're uneducated men.
Oh, maybe your wife.
I'm not married.
Françoise Picard.
My sister.
Where is she?
I don't know.
She has the notes, doesn't she, Picard? For a man who knows so much, you profess to know so little. Discuss it with him.
Safe journey, sir.
Wait! Are you unwell, Mr. Turner?
Never been better, sir. Imagine what life would be without colour, sir.
My sentiments exactly.
I suppose it's not possible for a rat to meet somewhere more civilized. What do you want, Laforge? A woman in possession of state secrets. We feel it's only a matter of time before she tries to contact the Pimpernel and flee Paris. And Françoise Picard, sister of the scientist. You get the rest when we get her. Your urgency does you credit. Deliver us the Pimpernel, too, when my offer still stands. You will want for nothing. I gave you the opportunity to capture the Pimpernel already. You let it slip. Perhaps we must all try harder.
Then you'll just have to tell him that's all I have. If we have to take inferior cloth, we pay an inferior price. One moment.
What again?
Staff shortages. My junior was executed last Thursday. Madam.
I understand Monsieur Planchet sells buttons.
I'm sorry, this is a tailor's. What kind of buttons did you have in mind?
White buttons.
I see. Step this way, I'll give you a list of suppliers.
Safe passage, Sir Percy. First class, dear Bertrand. As I always say, one can't beat a good wine with a body in it. I have a task, the utmost urgency.
Just name it.
A scientist by the name of Picard. Which jail, which cell, and how many guards? I fear we may not have much time.
Consider it done. You place a great deal of trust in one of so little experience.
We're in the business of taking risks, William. Trot on!
Oh, the most perfect flesh. It's as much as a man can do to keep from being distracted. Ah.
Arturo Mazzarini.
Seems to be my day for beautiful women.
Planchet sent me.
What did he tell you?
Just your name and where to find you.
Anything else?
We discussed the sale of white buttons.
What do you need?
Papers. And a carte blanche to get out of Paris.
That's a very dangerous request.
These are very dangerous times, monsieur. Each request for help jeopardizes my safety.
You've learned fast.
I've had to.
And you are?
Morning, mademoiselle.
Percy!
I'm beginning to understand the attractions of being an artist.
Struggling artist, Percy. Not as young as I was.
Arturo, I fear your roguish ways are not withered on the vine quite yet. Not quite David, but who'd want to be the painter to the revolution? You prefer your flesh alive. Ah, as I thought. Well, where's your manners? An Englishman abroad requires an introduction.
Indeed. But your Italian host finds he hasn't had the benefit himself. These are my friends, Sir Percy Blakeney and Sir William Weatherby.
To name such an enchanting face would be a most welcome addition.
Am I meant to be charmed by this flattery?
No, not at all. But France might be a different place altogether if it could display just a hint of civility.
You can trust Sir Percy.
At your service.
Picard. My name is Françoise Picard.
Picard? You're not by any chance related to the great man Antoine?
My brother. You know him?
Personally, no. His plight, most definitely. His situation is reported to be most desperate.
And no safer for those in his family. I am hunted across Paris.
Right, gentlemen, we must throw the dogs off the scent and get the lady to earth.
Sir, I don't want to hide. I need to escape.
Indeed, one delicate step at a time. Please, come.
But who are you?
Sir Percy Blakeney. Who else? Mazarini will sort out your papers. The most urgent of matters is to get you to a place of safety. You must excuse the Spartan nature of the accommodation, but I'm afraid Paris just ain't the place to find a good decorator right now.
At present, anywhere is safer than the street.
What can you tell us about the fate of your brother?
Very little. We were working on an experiment in the laboratory when the guard came to the house to arrest him. He made me escape.
What experiment?
I promised my brother I would never divulge our work.
Our work? You assist your brother?
I work alongside him.
Most extraordinary.
Why so, Sir Percy? Surely you are not suggesting that a woman doesn't have the mental capacity to grasp the subject of chemistry?
Sir Percy is shocked that anyone can grasp the subject.
Then let him also discover that women are more than just enchanting faces.
Oh, in that you will find me a most willing pupil. Tell me, why would Robespierre have your brother arrested? It's hardly anti-revolutionary to separate a liquid into a couple of gases.
He used to be a tax collector.
Ah, and there is nothing more certain to Robespierre than death and taxes. You assisted him in that?
No, he did it to fund our research.
Then what is your crime against the Republic?
You would have to ask Robespierre.
Something I assure you I have no intention whatsoever of doing. Luckily, help may be at hand. Scarlet Pimpernel is at this very moment here in Paris, charged with trying to free your brother.
Thank God! You know the Pimpernel.
Sir Percy knows everyone.
Can you deliver me to him?
No need, mademoiselle. You're more than safe with us. Up to your usual standard.
No one's ever been stopped carrying my papers.
Quite so. Let's keep it that way. What news?
Picard is being held in Saint-Lazare, jail close to the old Royal Arsenal.
Has he been tried?
No, not yet. It seems Robespierre's delaying any trial and execution.
A very un-Robespierre.
They say that Picard has been put to work by Laforge.
Laforge?
He's military. Put to work. Now, pray, why would they do that?
I think you should find you have everything you need. Unfortunately, there were a few breakages, but that shouldn't hinder a man of your capabilities.
I've told you, without my notes, this whole endeavor is futile.
Then I have some good news. You shall be reunited with your notes within the hour.
Francoise?
I shall be arresting her in the company of the Scarlet Pimpernel.
You will not hurt her.
That depends on your cooperation.
Perhaps if you were a little less evasive, we might be able to help your brother.
I gave him my word that his work would remain a secret.
I applaud your loyalty, Francoise, however misplaced. Each day he is made to work for General Laforge, and I believe you can tell us the reason why. What has he been working on that can be so important to Robespierre and the Revolution? Your obstinacy makes it all the harder for the Pimpernel. Do you want your brother to die? For that is surely what will happen to him the moment he is no longer of any use to them.
He was working on the combustion reactions involving sulfur, saltpeter, and carbon.
Which, in plain English, is...
explosives.
You said you knew nothing of science.
I don't. I know gunpowder.
Percy, quick! It's Laforge! I thought Bertrand was supposed to be on lookout.
So far, he's not been known for his timing. Looks like we shall have to cancel this scientific tutorial. I accept my apologies, but it would seem this house is no longer as safe as it once was.
Laforge!
Thank you, Bertrand, but news seems to reach us rather faster than from your lips. Still, what one loses on the decoration, one always gains in the architecture.
Make sure they get the woman!
Usually, it would be ladies first. In this case, I think we can dispense with protocol. Sir William?
Push him right into him, Damn them!
Well, William, was that pure luck, or did they know our every move?
They've been closing in on us for months now.
Quite so. You'll need these if we're forced to separate.
There's nothing I would welcome more. Merely being in your presence, Sir Percy, seems to increase my danger.
I'm not overwhelmed by our union either, dear lady. My neck is risk too.
Then deliver me to the Pimpernel and I will relieve you of any more burden.
You're no more safe with that scoundrel than you are with me.
You overestimate your talents, sir.
Do I indeed? Do I? Stop! Rue Saint Benedict! Yes, sir. Now, perhaps, mademoiselle, you will enlighten me as to why you are so valuable to Laforge.
Maybe he wants me to work alongside my brother.
No, mademoiselle. How would he know of your expertise? Society credits your brother, not you.
Then I have no idea.
How cruel your mouth becomes when you lie, Mademoiselle Picard.
And how foolish I was to place my trust in such a bunch of amateurs.
Don't wait here. Take the Rue Saint-Honoré. Wait!
of God protect me.
Name?
Viette. Laurence Viette.
Occupation?
A baker from Poitiers.
It's her. Get her. Stop her! They want her alive!
Amateurs, indeed. Lord, madam, in the time this has taken, I could have gone out to bat, scored a swift century, opened the bowling, and taken the first 5 wickets.
Do you always talk such gibberish?
Just how many layers of clothing can one person possibly wear?
Here. Antoine's notes. They are his life.
Of that I am well aware. So this is what's got them running around like demented guinea fowl. Looks like a novel, only intelligible to the Mongolian hordes.
Why is it, Sir Percy, I feel that you know far more than you ever let on?
Perhaps because we share that same quality.
Each experiment, each reasoning.
Illustrated, annotated.
Comprehensively methodical.
And extremely valuable.
A work that is certain to ignite more than just interest.
You should have told me about these earlier.
Would you?
Any particular type of knot? At sea, I'm particularly noted for my bowline.
Just a simple bow. They say the Pimpernel has eyes that can melt the heart.
Do they? He's not someone I've been known to embrace.
Thank you. I trust these rooms are more private than the last.
Known only to Sir William and Sir Percival. We could remain here undisturbed for days.
What about food?
Supplies already in.
Water?
2 parts hydrogen to 1 part oxygen. Barrels of the stuff in the pantry. Feel at liberty to make yourself at home.
You're going to leave me here?
Oh, indeed.
But I thought we were going to England.
All in good time. I'd also be grateful if you wouldn't do me the inconvenience of trying to escape. Recent history has shown you have a positive predilection for capture. Don't wait up.
You
Oh, but I have.
Let me out! Unlock this door! You have no right
Will your friend?
Hi, Percy.
How do you fancy a trip back to England?
England?
Just for a few days.
Why? Well, what about Antoine Pickard?
Rescue's out of the question until we discover if we have a traitor on board. I shall outline your task en route now.
Percy?
I hope I haven't interrupted anything, old man.
I was in bed.
Ah, as I feared.
Alone?
Ah, excellent. My friend, I need your ear. Who recruited Bertrand?
It was me.
You can vouch for him.
Any man who defended against the fall of Lyon needs little recommendation.
You know his family?
I know his mother.
Sometimes, Arturo, you really are quite intolerable.
I treat him like a son.
That's because he probably is your son, you old dog.
And the relationship between artist and model must remain strictly confidential. What is it? Don't you trust him?
Oh, Lord, no. I just have this rather important job coming up and wondered if he was the right man.
Given any task, he would carry it through to the end.
That's exactly the man I need.
What is it, my friend?
Could I borrow your chaise longue for the night? A touch of the domestic. Need to keep my head low.
Oh, go there! This is extraordinary.
I know it may seem a little extreme, but these are the Pimpernel's instructions.
This could take weeks.
He has merely responded to your own very eloquent plea to save Picard.
Well, I would be honored to help, of course.
The area is so technical. He believes you are the only man capable of such a task, and therefore the only man who can save Picard.
When does he want it done by?
I return to France on tomorrow's evening tide.
Your behavior is certainly commensurate with that of the wilderness.
How often do you imprison those you profess to free?
Your tongue is as irresponsible as your actions, mademoiselle. You remaining here is the one chance you and your brother have of freedom. Still, if you don't want to take that chance, you're perfectly free to go.
Is the plan still to rescue my brother?
Rescue? A rescue is like one of your scientific equations. A whole lot of pluses and minuses, 2 parts of this to 1 part of that, and a whole host of unstable elements, which, when all mixed together, one hopes, if you'll pardon the expression, won't blow up in your face. Now, mademoiselle, I suggest you lay up and get some rest, because we ain't going nowhere until Weatherby returns.
Where has he gone?
Who?
Your colleague in this comedy anglaise, Sir William?
Then wait for the second act and all will be revealed.
Including the identity of the Pimpernel?
Alas, no. The Pimpernel never reveals himself.
Citizen Robespierre is growing impatient.
With me, LaForge? Or with you?
Playing a dangerous game can be dangerous to lose. And in your case, I make up the rules. Nitric acid, if my memory serves me well.
I have told you I cannot work any faster without my notes.
Then have no fear. I will deliver them if I have to ransack every house in Paris. Citizen Robespierre wants to see a demonstration of your talents. You have 2 days.
That's impossible.
Not for a man of your reputation.
I did not become a scientist to slaughter my fellow countrymen.
And I did not become a soldier to be defeated.
Is the pleasure in the killing?
Watch me as they lead you to the guillotine, and you'll find out.
Why don't you execute me? Or am I a little too valuable right now?
2 days.
Oh, what the devil is it?
It's going to be the house and its grounds after a setting by Claude Lorraine.
Oh, yes? Yes. Yes, I can see that now. And this is how Sir Percy wants you to paint it, is it?
Yes, sir. He said I can please myself.
Did he? Yes. Well, you're obviously doing just that. Blakeney, you're stark raving mad.
Apparatus, method, result. Something of which I'm sure you're familiar.
Show me.
But it's cricket.
Show me. Like this?
May I?
Tell the Pimpernel he owes me for a sleepless night.
Your friend will be proud of you. Ah, yes. Do you have the... Oh, thank you. Thank you. Well, will he know it's from you?
Oh, yes. We speak the same language.
3 minutes.
Yes, citizen.
It's me, William.
Hello, Percy. true. I told them it was a distillery.
Not much to look at, and in their own way, utterly harmless. But added to the imprisonment of Picard, the will of Robespierre, and the ambition of Laforge, and the result is an explosive device almost too detestable to contemplate. Now that we have William back in our midst, we can start our plans in earnest.
I was unaware he'd been away.
Then I undertake to keep everyone more informed. The notes will leave Paris tonight for the coast.
Just the notes?
It's too dangerous to transport both you and them. The expected route will be through Beauvais and around Boulogne. But for this, we will go north to Senlis, Arras, and then through the hills of the Collines de l'Artois. The Daydream is anchored off the Cap Grinet. We'll take them to England and beyond the clutches of what they laughingly call the Committee of Public Safety. Bertrand, are you up to it?
Beyond all measure.
You're sending the boy entirely alone?
It's a different cargo than we're used to, my dear Planchet. It ain't human, it don't wear a wig, and it don't need an extra horse to carry it.
Oh, surely these are too important
One person on their own is easier to hide. Bertrand, you leave in 1 hour as darkness falls. In the meantime, Planchet, how nimble are your fingers?
At the top of their profession?
I shall need a coat.
Yes. I assume that for you to come to me, you must have urgent news. Saddle the horses! We ride for Senlis!
To remember Sir Percy's dilemma. Gunpowder, reason, and plot. Must fly. Newton's law of gravity.
We are very grateful to you. Not my idea of a good book, but I am told it makes explosive reading. Smuggling state secrets out of the country is treason. For your crime, you'll be executed. Take him away.
Anyway, come on!
There are no more excuses now.
No time for sleeping. Always remember, Picard, I never break my promises.
Where is she? Where's Francoise? What have you done with her? I have to know, I have to see her!
Have something to demonstrate by tomorrow.
I should never have trusted you.
Poor Bertrand.
He knew the risks, just as we all do.
Robespierre has everything now.
Mademoiselle, please, you are not familiar with the ways of the League.
No, Sir William, but I am familiar with sheer incompetence.
She's right, Percy. Bertrand was too inexperienced for a task such as this. I'm sorry. That's how I see it.
What can I say?
Don't even speak to me.
What's your view, Arthur? You're the closest to Bertrand.
You did what you thought was right, my friend.
It seems I've failed you all.
And my brother.
Mademoiselle, please!
What?
Francois, please, it's not as you suspect.
Just leave me. You've given them everything they want. They're not looking for me anymore.
Francois.
Oh, I think they will be.
These are not mine. Theories of hydrogen and carbon. Theories of hydrogen and carbon. Hydrogen and carbon. Cavendish. 17645. 17645. Book 1. Page 7. Line 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Words 4 and 5. Dear friend.
But LaForge has the notes.
I know. It's such awfully rum luck.
Everything's a joke to you, isn't it, Sir Percy? People's lives are a joke, their work is a joke.
On the contrary, mademoiselle. Right now, I've never been more serious.
Freedom. Will come through. Friend, freedom will come true. Dear friend, don't give them what they want. Provoke Robespierre and freedom will come through the journey to the guillotine. Does he want me to die? The Scarlet Pimpernel.
I hope I thought of everything.
What is this?
Courtesy of Mr. Henry Cavendish. Sir William informs me he sends his regards. And those have been kindly lent by the old Royal Arsenal. My own contribution is these research books from my library. And these, I believe, are yours.
But Bertrand!
In possession of fakes, mademoiselle, containing a coded message to your brother.
That's wonderful.
And confirming, alas, that a member of the League is a spy, which is why I'm afraid I've been less than direct with you. I couldn't afford to take the risk.
But why all this?
The Pimpernel needs you to help him free your brother.
The Pimpernel seeks my help.
Indeed he does, mademoiselle.
And what would you like me to do?
And Francoise, the problem we have is this.
Gently. That's good. Okay.
Ready, Picard?
I think so.
You don't think I may be too close? Bring Picard. If he's overdone the explosive, then at least he dies with us. I hope I'm going to enjoy this.
I think you might.
The Republic doesn't need scholars, Picard. Guards!
The collection of taxes in support of the king amounts to counter-revolutionary activity. You should be executed for your crimes.
You are no use to us now we have your notes.
What notes? The ones that flutter down from the sky.
You promise much, but deliver so little. What now of the promise of the bomb and the delivery of the Scarlet Pimpernel into my very own hands?
I am loyal to the cause of the revolution, Citizen Robespierre.
Indeed. Then you know the price of humiliation and failure, don't you, dear General?
I am still confident my agent will not fail us in delivering the Pimpernel.
I hope so. For the fall of a blade would be such an unfortunate end to a hitherto glittering military career.
Business still bad, eh, Planchet?
Wouldn't care to buy some of it, would you? Cash is always welcome.
Being a tailor to the French aristocracy ain't what I would call a wise investment right now.
Luckily, even the new despots recognize a good piece of tailoring when they see it. Unfortunately, when it comes to survival, Percy, one can't afford morality.
We all make choices, Planchet.
Stay still. Let me see. Personally, I feel the hidden pockets detract from the line. But you're the customer. I do what you want.
I need them to transport Picard's notes back to England. They will fit, won't they?
Picard's notes?
Mm-hmm.
They're in the hands of Robespierre. Bertrand was carrying them.
Indeed, my dear Planchet. Bertrand was carrying some very passable fakes that contained a coded message for Picard. The real ones are in the old mill house on the Ile Saint-Louis. Couldn't lengthen these vents, could we? rescued Picard and Bertrand in the square at their execution. If anything goes wrong and we split up, they will need new identity papers. You're the only one I can trust, Arturo. You saw how the others have turned against me. Even Planchet.
He's just an emotional old tailor. Habit of the trade, I'm afraid.
Perhaps he was right. Perhaps I shouldn't have charged Bertrand with carrying the fake books.
They were fakes.
So fake you would have been proud of them.
I'd love to have seen them. Professional interest, of course.
Of course. I wasn't going to risk him getting caught with the real ones, was I? They're safe in the old mill house on the Ile Saint-Louis. We're taking them out with us.
You're an old fox, Percy.
I have no intention of the hounds getting anywhere near me. How disappointing it should be you, Arturo.
Life is full of disappointments, Percy. Where are the notes?
Oh, Arturo. You really didn't think they were here, did you? I trusted you. And all the time you were betraying me. Forger by trade, faker by nature.
You see how little you understand me, Percy. I am an artist.
How much were they paying you?
It wasn't just the money.
What was it? Enlighten me.
For you, I get to work with David.
The people's painter.
Art, not just for the few, but admired by the masses.
And for that, you would have me die. How positively ignoble of you.
I only gave them information to arrest you. I never condemned you as the Pimpernel out of my own mouth.
They still don't know it's me.
No. I wouldn't do that. I respect you too much, Percy.
Morality, even in the midst of treachery. You have my respect too, Arturo. What's it to be, friend? It would never come to this.
Don't tell me the Scarlet Pimpernel has lost his nerve.
We had fun, Arturo.
Oh, Percy. Be careful. I may not be finished yet.
General Laforge, a body has been found on the Ile Saint-Louis.
Hardly extraordinary news.
His name was Arturo Mazzarini. There was a letter on his body in his own hand addressed to you.
Clear the square.
General.
You heard me. Clear the square.
But the people expect the execution.
Are you disobeying my orders?
On whose authority do you issue this order? I think it is I who sit on the Committee of Public Safety.
The Pimpernel plans to rescue Picard at the guillotine. Clearing the square will make that impossible. With your permission, of course.
What prayer is this?
It's what you asked for.
This? But it's... How can I put it and not denigrate your achievement? So small.
I've treated the saltpeter, so when ignited it will decompose more rapidly into its gaseous molecules with instant pressure effects. That pressure is then contained by the metal casing, which multiplies the force of the blast.
That may be so, but something this small will surely just go thud.
This has the same power as 10 barrels of explosive. And it has the advantage that you can carry it in your pocket.
Quite ingenious.
Spectacularly so.
After it's over, we shall meet you at the rendezvous.
Oh no, Percy. I'm coming with you. I wouldn't miss this for the world.
What's happening?
They're not letting us in.
Damn!
What's happening?
They're not letting anybody in the square. Blowing up the guillotine is seriously compromised.
We change our plan. In fact, the crowd is to our advantage.
Come on, hurry up.
Antoine Picard. Stay close.
You, tax collector, get back here.
How can this possibly help?
Patience, good lady. Patience.
Then throw it over the top.
I can't.
In cricket, we bowl under arm.
Then experiment.
Puff, William, puff.
You should bowl like that in your silly game.
Oh, no. Never do for cricket. Take care of Master William.
Guards! Bring me La Forge!
It is a great honour and a privilege for me to introduce to you the world's greatest living scientist, Monsieur Antoine Picard.
I fear I am standing next to someone equally as talented.
Let it remain my secret.
Thank you. I would like to begin my lecture with a word of thanks. I owe my life to the Scarlet Pimpernel.
The same applies to my secret.
I can see now where you get your mouth, Sir Percy. Although I do believe you have the fullest lips for 6 generations.
I'm delighted to hear it. Come, let me show you my humble contribution to the arts. May I present one of the first, and I think not the last, an original painting by Mr. Joseph Mallard William Turner. Blakeney Hall in the Mist.
That's very good. In the mist, you say?
It's very... you know...
Exactly. It is very misty.
Well, I like it. In my experience, dear Turner, some people just can't spot a bit of style if it's underneath their nose. Mademoiselle, please.
I merely want to check the facts.
And do they stand up to scrutiny?
Perhaps I should conduct an experiment.
Excellent theory. I feel we may have to brush up on the practical.